Hi, I'm Ben, and this is my episode recap of the new Fionna and Cake episodes. This one is called Destiny. And if you remember in the last episode, they were trapped in a cornfield, and yeah, but I thought they were in the Farm World film because I seen some advertisement, but yeah, they're in the Farm World universe. Here they're here the farm world's like a post-apocalyptic world, and there's kind of a, if you remember in the episode crossover where Farm World Finn was affected by the ice crown, and if you remember in that episode the ice crown got destroyed by a big bomb, but here they kind of remember it. And so here they try to remember, they try to find the place, but Fiona, there's a funny scene where Fiona shirt got dirty because Cake brought a dead mouse to her to try to be nice, which is pretty gross. And she takes off her shirt and she has this little sports bra or something. And I always find it funny that because she is 29, I looked that up, and it's funny how they're making her like do all these things with her, which is pretty cool to see. I'm not seeing this in a pervy way. I'm just saying like what a neat way to do this. But yeah, they're in the farm world, and you see, and Farm World Finn is back, and he's all big and muscular. And yeah, this is our way of having the Finn and Jake cast and meet Fionna and Kate. Because I always I said this a million times in my other videos. I always wanted Finn and Jake meet Fionna and Kate, but the only thing that's remotely close is older adult Farm World Finn meeting Fionna and Cake, and that's her way. And I like really seeing Simon Patrick interact with Fionna and Cake. And there's a cool part where they're like, I played a lot of post-apocalyptic games, and just gotta find some loot, and this is pretty cool. And then they try to go to the library, but then they found one of Finn's kids, Farmwell Finn's kids. But yeah, and here's Fionna and Cake meaning Farmworld Finn, not the original Finn or Jake. It's just Farmworld Finn and old Farmworld Jake, which, and I feel bad for Farmworld Jake. But here they're kids. Like one of the little girls was named Bonnie. Like even in the Pillow World episode, Finn named a child Bonnie after Princess Bubblegum. So do they have a Bonnie Bubblegum in the Farmworld Finn world, but she's not Farmworld? I wonder what she's like. But yeah, and I wonder who their mom is, because they mentioned their mom died, but who is their mom? Because one of the kids looked like they had orange hair, so was it a version of a farm world version of Flame Princess or Huntress Wizard? I mean, they never explained, but then later, the Scarab, yeah, it's a Scarab, and they dress like a normal person, and they try to find the world. But then Big Destiny, who's like old. If you remember the Farm World universe, there's like this villain named Big Destiny, and Big Destiny as a child. But then one of the little kids, Farm World Finn's kids, Jay, um, yeah, Jay, is revealed to have a romance with Little Destiny, the daughter, and I thought that was really cute. And they even try to tell us your story, forbidden, and Cake was like, forbidden love. I love it. Then Big Destiny tries to find them, and then tells Little Destiny to kill them, but no. And then they try to get the jewel because they discovered, like, remember what I said, they found the resemblance of the crown, but it was destroyed in the episode crossover, remember? But then they try to get the ice crown, but, well, a jewel, because they found the jewel, and then they try to travel back, but then Finn saves them, and then Jay and Little Destiny get out of here, and Finn fights the scarab creature, and then they're like, hiya, take that. But then he looks like the scarab stabbed Farmold Finn, and then they got out. But then in the next episode, I believe it's called Winter Cane. I'm just gonna say Winter Cane. Hope I didn't got this wrong. I actually got the last episode wrong. Like I called the Prismo episode Prismo the Wise, but it's Prismo the Wishmaster. Oh man. But in this episode, Winter Cane, they're in a very backwards version of, like, you know how in Adventure Time Ice Cane tries to kidnap Princess Bubblegum, but here it's reverse. Winter Cane is like a politer version of Ice King, but here Princess Bubblegum is nuts, and she's like Candy Princess, but here it's reversed and it's crazy, but then they reveal why. But there's a B story about where Gary Prince, like the version of Prince Gumball, who tries to find Fionna. It's like, where's Fionna? Where is he? And then they run into Marshall Lee, and Marshall Lee hangs out, which they have fun hanging out. They try, like, he wants to know the baked goods and how to bake them, and there's a reference to how Prince Gumball creates the kingdom, and there's like all these kingdom have the ideas, but it's all from like Princess Bubblegum's kingdom, and there's like not the gender swap versions, and they try to meet the Lemon Cartel, who are like the gender swap lemon grab people who don't like his candy, and then there's like, oh man, I tried to do it, and Marshall Lee was trying to do something nice, but it didn't work. But then they told the story of like there was a slumber party where candy zombies, and they're like, that's from the first episode. Well, anyways, that was a nice story, but in the main episode, Winter Stories, where Winter came was like a politer version, then they sing a song, and you see what happens, like he was Simon Petrikov, and then he was the Ice King, like the original Ice King, but then Winter King found a way to make him fancy. Then Fionna gets a new sword from Winter King, and then he's like, I'm an adventurer, yay, this is awesome. And then Candy Queen tries to kidnap Winter King and Simon, and then they go to his castle, and then they try to create like a big thing where it's like gonna destroy and gonna kill them, but then it's like, we gotta save them. And then Fionna and Cake were like fighting the Ice King with the Ice Guard people, and oh, in the background you saw an ice version of Marceline, the little girl Marceline, but in ice. But then there's a funny scene where Fionna saves Winter King, and then it's revealed that Winter King is revealed to be a fraud, because Winter King, like, Fionna kissed Winter King. I'm like, oh my gosh. And because even before they were like, I had a dream about you, and he was like Ice Prince from the Sailor Moon dream she had. But then, yeah, like I said before, Fionna and Winter King kissed, but then he got old and disintegrated. And then the ice, because they're trying to find a crown where Simon was like, I gotta be Ice King to bring your world. But at first I thought there'll be a version where he's gonna be a better Ice King, like similar to Winter King, but no, like Winter King was revealed to, like, he flicked the craziness onto other people, and she made Princess Bubblegum crazy. Like Candy Queen turned back into the original Princess Bubblegum of her world, but she's like the R version of Princess Bubblegum, and then she's like he flicked all his crazy and made me crazy, and he's like, oh, and we've got to see Princess Bubblegum and Fionna interact, which is a pretty cute way. It's like, I thank you. Yep, like this is our way of letting Princess Bubblegum and Fionna meet each other, but I always wanted like the original universe to meet. Like they're together, like with the Finn and Jake universe, and you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, and then she's like, I'm not a brave knight, I get people killed. Like, what if this is my fault? It's like, it's okay. Lots of people make mistakes. We can figure this out. But yeah, the Scarab comes back, and the Scarab was but I think they're gonna reveal something about Fionna and Cake, like maybe because she was an unauthorized universe, she's messing up and turning people back to normal, or destroying them, or doing something. So we have to figure that out. But anyways, they escape and teleport, but then they went to a baby universe, and then they found a crown. It's like, no, this crown isn't working. But yeah, and still, I said this before, but I don't know if I want Simon to turn back to Ice King. Like, he's trying to save Fiona's world, and maybe they're gonna turn him into like a nicer version of Ice King, like still Simon, but have ice powers, but not crazy. But I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, and then there's all these cute baby versions of the Finn and Fionna Cake has, and then baby Finn fist bump Fionna and Simon, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's the end of those episodes. They were great episodes. I really liked the part where they're in the dystopian farm world universe was pretty cool. I like the Jay and Little Destiny had a romance. I thought that was cute, and I like seeing Winter universe. That was pretty awesome. There's a lot of parts in the farm world universe that made me gasp. I was like, oh, no way, and I'm like, oh, and almost chuckled. Yeah, it was crazy. Well, there's something I need to tell you. So, yeah, I thought the Marshall and Gary was pretty nice seeing them. I don't know if they're going to be a gay couple in this, but because Marceline and Prince of Bubblegum are a gay couple, so we have to find out. But there's something I need to tell you. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I've been wanting to tell people that for years, and I have, and I just want to tell you that I'm not anti-gay, but I'm not pro-gay either. I'm neutral. Like, we're in a neutral thing. There's been a lot of misunderstandings about us, saying like we're anti-gay or we're a cult, but we're not. It's just we're a nice religion, and there's like a lot of people who are in our congregation that I have that I'm proud to make friends of, and where I'm from. But yeah, I've been wanting to tell people that, and I knew it was going to be something Adventure Time related, but I should address something. Do you remember in my Adventure Time finale review where I kind of freaked out? I was like, PB and Marceline kissed. Like, what? Marceline and Princess Bubblegum kissed. Like, mwah! Yeah, it's they don't really show them lips touch. They just show them face like. Well, I was only trying to be like, oh my gosh, they did that? Like, I wasn't trying to be pro or say anything anti, but I was just trying to be like surprised that they actually gone do that, but not saying anything offensive or anything. But yeah, and I'm feeling really warm telling you this. Like, know that feeling when you're scared about something, but you tell someone the truth, but you feel warm in your body? Like, that's how I feel. I'm very nervous because there's a lot of misunderstandings and people don't understand my religion. But with that said, well, I'm glad I told you the truth. That's why I don't do any Christmas episodes or Halloween specials episodes. But anyway, so I hope, but yeah, and I should tell you this. Back in 2015, do you know on the Adventure Time Wikipedia page where there were like, where they say like Princess Bubblegum, like love interest, and they show Princess Bubblegum, Marceline? Well, a while back, they did that in 2015 before the finale, and I may have posted that on Tumblr, and I was like, girlfriend, girlfriend. And but I was more flabbergasted that, oh my gosh, like they were actually confirming that. So I posted that on Tumblr to be like, oh my gosh. And then someone on Tumblr, like, who's like Adventure Time big fan, and they said like, I like, yeah, they got rid of that. I was like, yeah, that's disappointing. But I was like, that was disappointing that they would just post it and then get rid of that. Like, just what are you saying, like people like Adventure Time Wiki? But and just in case, and I just want to say I'm sorry to that fan page if you thought I was a supporter. It was just an honest mistake. It won't happen again. It was years ago, and I just want to say I'm sorry for that little misunderstanding we did. I am sorry it was a long time ago, and I'm sorry I did that, and I made you believe that I was a supporter. It won't happen again. But yeah, but no disrespect. If any of you watching this video who is LGBT, I have no disrespect for you. This is still a safe YouTube channel. We're not promoting anything anti-gay or anything homophobic. I have my own Bible principles to accept. I have no disrespect or anything towards you. We're not, this isn't going to be an overly religious website, YouTube channel. I mainly review cartoons and movies and shows and comics, and that's it. Like, I'm not here to promote any political or religious or anything that would offend anyone. Like, this is a safe YouTube channel, and I just hope you can understand that. No disrespect. Well, anyway, that's my review for Adventure Time Fionna and Cake, the episodes. They were great episodes. I hope you all enjoy it. And see you next time.